Guess who's back like Eminem in 2002? Young Nicholas J. Fuentes. I've been off Twitter for a minute. I've been on and off. I just haven't been on top of things like I used to be. And I saw within the last 12 hours from when I checked in, people were all abuzz about who was back. Who was back on Twitter. And lo and behold, it was Nick. Nick's back, y'all. Take a look. It's for real. Let's go. I'm going to try to explain why I'm pumped up. People will always, I'm not going to do too much of this qualification culture like, oh, I don't agree with you on everything. Like, nobody agrees with anybody on everything. I'm going to tell you why I'm excited. Really excited. It's weird because I'm more libertarian. Got a libertarian sticker on the laptop. I've been leaning more libertarian. And Nick is the exact opposite. He's an authoritarian. He's a Christian nationalist authoritarian. But why am I pumped to see this dude in the building? Back in the building. I'm going to show you why. And my final takeaway, don't miss that, is going to be on Elon Musk. I'm going to give him props-ish. Nick is back. And take a look at this. The account is verified. Things will never be the same from here on out on Twitter. Now, okay, he could get banned again quickly. I fully acknowledge that. I fully expect that. He's going to be on thin ice. Okay, he got back, but it's kind of like driving a diesel truck on one of those frozen over lakes in Minnesota. The ice isn't thick everywhere, and it might fall through. What's the over-under, y'all, on how long he lasts? I would put the over-under. Elon's looking at a new CEO. He'll probably do that within a year, I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention to it. I'm going to put the over-under on Nick Fuentes lasting on Twitter at 4 months. Do you take the over-under? Let me know. I don't care. I'm going to be here for the ride. Let me sidetrack to Richie Torres, because Richie Torres had a take on this. He's the congressman. Gosh, I hate not knowing the districts. I'm sorry. 1 second. I forgot what district it is. Richie Torres is the New York, he's the congressman out of New York, and he's in the 15th congressional district. And you're going to see him on the TV shows. Give Richie Torres, as disgusting his takes are, how bad his policy positions are, how bad his cultural and social positions are. He's a Democrat shill, if you don't know. Basically trying to be the next Hakeem Jeffries type of dude.
There are moments I wonder what planet I'm living on. I mean, the House of Representatives has become a morally inverted universe. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who helped incite January 6th, will be on the Homeland Security Committee. And Scott Perry, who's being investigated by the FBI, might investigate the investigators investigating him. All of these committee assignments would be comical were not so tragic for the country. It is tragic to have a Congress corrupted by charlatans and clowns.
He's good at it, though. So you're going to see him on TV a lot because he will bring vitriol and it's entertaining. So here's this corporate shill, Richie Torres, and he's trying to do like an AOC type of thing, but be more buttoned up, be a more presentable type. AOC has the reputation as being the far left. I think he wants to cozy up with that, but have a more establishment reputation. And so he wants to jump on the gravy train. He doesn't care about Nicholas Fuentes. He doesn't care about Nick. He does not care about Fuentes. What he cares about, though, is the news cycle, just like Candace Owens. I know I'm digressing here, but I'm going to keep on going with Nick in a second. Candace Owens jumped in and got deeper and deeper with the Crowder stuff. That had nothing to do with Daily Wire. Candace Owens would rather be with Charlie Kirk and TP USA, in my opinion. She has no care. Ben Shapiro threw under the bus. She doesn't care about Daily Wire. What she cares about, though, is this is a unique story, the Crowder story. It's in the news cycle, and stories don't last in the news cycle this long. It's been in the news cycle day after day after day. And Candace Owens is like, I need to get a piece of this. Steven Crowder's getting too much shine. And Richie Torres is the same way. All this talk about Nick Fuentes. Let me jump in. What does he say? He says, Elon Musk reinstated the Twitter account of Nick Fuentes, who is, here he is. Wait for it. There it is. It didn't take long. He's a white. It doesn't matter. He's like half Hispanic or something like that, but he's a white racist, notorious for denying the H and peddling anti-Sem. The venom he spews belongs nowhere on Twitter. Yeah, Richie, nobody asked you. Nobody cares. I didn't ask you. You are a buffoon. You know there's a thing, Richie, called a block button. So if anybody watching this, there's probably a lot of people on the channel who don't really like Nick Fuentes. I guarantee you don't know much about him. I haven't chatted with many people on the channel who really hate him that know much about him. But digress, stop. Richie, there's a block button. Do I need to show you how to use the feature? There's a block button and there's also a search block. So you can block his name. No. Instead, you want to get into it on it as it's trending. I see that, peep game. He's that corporate shill. He's that dude who, in whatever company you're at, who will do anything. He'll elbow his grandma in the face if it meant that he had a little bit more chance at that next higher position. And Nick, how does Nick respond to these clowns? Let's go! Let's go. If you're just listening, you're gonna have to watch. I can't describe it. This is right under Richie Torres, and the likes when I saw it were pretty close. Like Richie had 6,000 and Nick had like 4,500. Nick came underneath him and was just like, laugh out loud. Nick is stupid. This dude is stupid. And by that, I mean a genius influencer. That's what I mean. What a goofy picture. That's from one of his lives. He's been doing his lives with the hoodie on. Oh, man, just trolling. Like he wanted to look like a troll. And the funny thing is, Nick Fuentes in a debate would just, mop the floor with Richie Torres. Nick Fuentes is, if you don't know, he's a high school debate geek nerd. That's what he is. Who knows how to provide that little bit of spice. Like when you cook chicken, you need spices or it's bland. He knows how to put a little bit of that seasoning salt on it. And it goes wildfire. He could destroy Richie Torres in a debate. And I learned a lot from these guys. Eric July is obviously a different type of dude, but how he responds to this type of stuff. And Michael Malice, and who isn't, a big Fuentes fan and vice versa. Fuentes knows how to handle this stuff. The perfect response, even though he could destroy this dude. There's not many people that can handle Nick Fuentes in a debate. This dude right here on Twitter, I don't even want to say his name, just some random corporate shill. This random corporate shill says on Twitter, seriously, Elon Musk? You just reinstated the account of Nick Fuentes, a sick white supremacist, extreme racist, and H denier. Are you just turning Twitter into a free-for-all for neo-Yazis? And I just want to give you my best bass bro face. Let me zoom in. Yes! Yes, he is! In a way. I'm not going to debate language with these people anymore. If they want to call me a sympathizer of someone who is a white supremacist, I know and you know that what they mean by white supremacist isn't what I mean, or I wouldn't even probably use that term ever. So it's just like, why are we arguing? We speak a different language. Yeah, I'm just going to go with you. Yeah, from your definition, yeah, that is what's happening. Get wrecked. Congratulations. Have a good time with this. You're going to get wrecked. Because as crazy as you might think this dude is, this young man, he's on the better side of many, not every argument, but 90+% of the arguments that he makes, he's on the better side. So you don't want to argue with him. You want to call him a white something. No one is safe. Get wrecked, bitches. Let's continue on. Nick Fuentes came in with his first post. I'm in the building. So you wonder what's going to be the first post if Grandpappy Don comes back. Nick did it perfectly. Second post, I'm still down with yay, DEF CON, the DEF CON reference. Nick is going to go up to the line. Wherever the line is, that's why YouTube and these other companies don't tell you where the line is. Because wherever the line is, he's going to find it, and he's going to be like that toddler who says, oh, you drew the line here? I'm going to just tippy my pinky fingers over the line, and then they look up at you like, what you going to do? People were Man, it was so fun watching the replies. I wish I was on Twitter in real time when this broke. Welcome back, Mindful Meow says, with the Nick Fuentes meme. The dope meme there. We're so back. This is another tweet with the infamous on the plane on the way to Timcast. The picture is dope with Nick, Ye, and Milo. And I haven't followed it, but I don't believe Milo's down with the Ye stuff anymore, which is weird because Milo brought Nick into it, I think. But whatever. I don't get into the drama stuff. Maybe I'll figure out what happened there. But Nick, I hate to see that because these are great minds here. Obviously flawed people, but great minds. Nick, Ye, and Milo on the plane. We're so back, it's unreal how back we are. I don't know what YouTube does with the words, but I'm going to say it. The Groypers are wildin'. And to my knowledge, Nick hasn't done a live on this yet. I saw Dalton did, or I believe Dalton did on Cozy TV, but I haven't seen Nick do a live on it. That live, whenever he does it, he's been doing lives almost every day, so I'm expecting one to come. We'll see. He's working on drafting a constitution, or I think the last time he said it's more of like a policy position for Ye, all through Christ. I'm very excited to see what they draw up. Not that it's going to go anywhere necessarily, but I might support it. I don't know. We'll see. If I got authoritarians to the left of me and authoritarians to the right, and I align a lot with those authoritarians and the Libertarian Party still try to make moves, I will support the authoritarian comic. Dave Smith has not announced yet, so we'll see. We're so back. Wildin' right now. Twitter is lit. Meme, are you enjoying the show? Refill your peanuts. You'll love this next part. We're just getting started. Let's go! I did the same thing. I just did a let's effing go, and I did the rock one where he's flexing. Oh, man. Nick, welcome back, bro. Let me end with this. Elon Musk. I will give credit to Elon Musk. Credit where credit is due. Nick Fuentes is back on. Most everybody except for, I think Milo's off. And why is Milo still off? I don't know why Milo is blocked. If Nick's back, I don't know why Milo would be blocked. But AJ, remember Elon said, my son died at 10 weeks, so AJ can't get back on the platform. What did you say, What did you say? Before I do my final take on Elon, I do have a final brief take on Elon. If you've got to this point of the video, stay tuned. 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. Friend of show, Carlos from Patriots of the American Republic is coming on. They tried to come for my bruh, and he stood up. It's going to be an important live discussion. Come back to the channel at 7 p.m. Mountain, 9 p.m. Eastern for that. Elon Musk, thank you. I'm gonna give you like a quarter dap. Like I'm not gonna give you like a dap. Like I'm gonna be like a little dap. Nick's back on the platform, but this whole thing's a facade. We still have hate speech policies. Why is Ye banned? The Raelian symbol that Ye was banned for is still on Twitter. Why is AJ banned? That makes no sense. There's still shadow bans, there's still search bans, there's still hate speech, there's still incitement to violence. If one person feels, this is just like a Tifa take, one person feels, I felt like I wanted to punch Ye, so that was incitement to violence, and he's still banned to this day. It's a facade. Elon Musk says his answer is, I'm going to eventually be transparent and tell you about the bans. That ain't an answer, bruh. Why? Why is that not an answer? Because all that is, okay, thanks, you gave me the information. I shouldn't have been shadow banned. So what Elon's trying to do, Elon's a ranked choice voting type dude. He's an establishment Republican type dude or Democrat. He doesn't care which one. He would go with a Democrat or Republican as long as they're normal in his eyes. What that would be is Elon Musk's attempt to say, you got shadow or search banned because we consider you an extremist. Here's why we considered you an extremist. If you stop being an extremist, we will force you into normality. When I was on with Tim Pool, Tim actually brought that up. I might clip it and put it right here.
We were talking about this a little bit before the show, Elon Musk, or I think even during the show. And I hung out at a party with a bunch of people in Elon Musk's circle, and they all believe that technology is the solution to the culture war. And I'm like, that's like saying, if we're gonna win this war, I need to buy a lot of land. because everybody knows whoever controls the land wins the war. So by owning the land, it's like, okay, dude, they're gonna walk onto your land with guns.
Yeah, because you have no people on the land.
Exactly.
The challenge is getting the land and people on the land. So they're not fully there. Tim brought it up. He said Elon Musk and these tech guys think that they will use tech and the algorithm to bring people back. And what that means is, I don't know if Tim meant that, but what that means is, it means they want to bring them back to what they consider normal. That is wokeism. It's trash. And you get just a little bit of dap from me, Elon, because all you want to do is make people conform. That could conform to your values. There ain't nothing more woke than that. So forgive me if I'm hesitant. Forgive me if I tell you, even beyond all this, Twitter is not better. It is worse, in my opinion, fundamentally. What Elon Musk is doing now is fundamentally worse than what even he did when he came in. But I don't want to end on a sad note. Holla at your boy, Nick. Not on Gab. Well, you can still do it on Gab. No hate to Gab. But you can do it on Twitter now.